What's up YouTube? Welcome to another video on what to do when the patch hits. I'm currently live on stream and a lot of people have been asking me, hey Petko, what do I do? How to get a sparks? What to do to get my 305 item level or get triple spark, and everything important that you have to do when the patch hits. I'm gonna try to be a TLDR, 10 minutes, no bullshit. Enjoy. Once again, make sure to follow and subscribe. Alright, so the very first thing, as soon as you log in, it's the most important thing. Take every single weekly quest you can find available inside the new hub. Okay, so you go to the Silver Moon right here. Every single quest available here, you pick them up. That is the first thing to do before do anything else. Now, the next question you're gonna ask me, hey, is it worth to actually do the campaign 4 out of 6 or more than one chapter? It is absolutely must to do the campaign on one character, and I'll explain why right now. The most important thing is your new campaign. Once you complete the 4th chapter, you'll be getting yourself a world quest in a new zone, which are going to be detrimental, and I'll explain why in a bit. Now, those world quests will be tied to rewards and item levels, and also crests, bonus crests that go beyond the cap. So in roughly completing the campaign between 1 hour from the 1st chapter to the 4th chapter takes 1 hour. If you haven't done the 1st chapter last week, which once again we made a video about it, it would take you roughly 2 hours, give or take. Now, again, it would really depend on your item level. If you're geared, 2 hours. If you're less geared, it should probably take you more. Also, if you haven't done the campaign, or you haven't done at least the 1st chapter, you will not be able to get to the new dungeon and new zone, which is required to complete one of the campaigns here. Okay, so very important, unless you get a warlock. If you get a lock, he can summon you inside the dungeon, which is fine. But if you haven't done any campaign, you would not be able to get here at all. So that's why it's also important to complete it. Save your Hearthstone in the new zone, because there is no portal yet. The only portal available is from the housing stuff. You can go there and you can take a portal. But if you're not, you gotta save your housing Hearthstone inside the new landing zone, which is gonna save a lot of time. And the way to teleport to Silver Moon is you just have to use your Argentina key. Once again, everybody has this Argentina key, 15 minutes cooldown, and you're gonna get to Silver Moon. So that's also important steps to not waste time. Okay, now completing every single event inside the new zone. Why? And why I'm recommending this if you wanna get your 305 item. So here it is. As soon as you get to the new zone, assuming you follow the chapters in campaign, the last 4 out of 6 campaign is gonna send you down the vaults of the Olatech, or Atal Olatech, sorry. Now inside this, you're gonna find a small minimap. Here, you're gonna find multiple quests which are gonna be important for you because they're gonna give you items. The most important quest that you have to complete is called Vaults of the Atal Olatech. That is gonna give you the bountiful map. I'm gonna show you right now on stream. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna show you on screen what it looks like. This is the bountiful map. So you can get it by completing this quest that I just told you, or there's also one more sideline quest that you can do, which again, you can only get one map anyway. Now that map, you should be definitely used in this week, because otherwise next week it might become obsolete. The way to use it is to get to the tier 8 delve. As soon as you complete tier 8 delve, if you have this map activated before the delve, you should get a 305 item. And here is the proof for the people that don't believe. I've got a 305 socket item on the wrist. That's how you get 305 item. That is the speeder how to get it. There is no other way to get 305 item. That is the only availability, and it's a hero track, by the way. It's a hero track. Now there are going to be some side quests around this area, which once again they will be dropping Venom Curse fragments. Now these fragments, when you combine them together, you're also going to be getting veteran piece of items, but they are going to be, you're going to get champion track items 1 out of 6 to 93 level. And you might think champion track items might be pretty low, but keep in mind that the only way to get champion track items from now are the M0s. Now M0s are currently available. You can do them once a week, as you can see, 292. Now I've only gotten 3 Venom Cursed. You need 2 of them. You need 2 fragments to combine together to get the item. I've only gotten 3 so far. There might be a way to get more. I'm still investigating. So if you have 2 of them, if you complete all of the side quests right here, you should already combine them and get the item. These items are randomized, so that's about it. Okay. So that's in the new zone, and that's the most important thing. Now, rolling back about the delve, I know I told you guys to get tier 8 delve. at the beginning, you're gonna begin with tier 4. I think tier 4 should be unlocked baseline for everybody, or tier 3, you gotta do tier 4. The fastest delve to do tier 4 and tier 8 and the easiest is gonna be the Ring of Glory right here in the new zone. It should take you roughly 5 minutes per delve, sometimes 6. It is super easy. Now, do keep in mind tier 8 is actually pretty difficult if you have low item level. For me, 290 felt fine, but if you have lower than this, it might find to be a lot more difficult, okay? Yeah. Also, in the new zone, you're gonna find these curses, which are an event that you have to complete on Q or kill 3 curses. Those are like kind of a mini bosses that appear every 45 minutes. The way to track them is if you press your map, press L, open your map, press the events, and you're gonna see those curses that appear every 45 minutes. The way to complete them, now sometimes they might bug out, by the way. It's just pretty much you join groups, okay? If you're trying to complete them solo, it's gonna be much more difficult because you gotta jump layers in order for them to spawn. Now, why am I telling you this? Why is it so important? It's because not only at the end of the completion of those 3 curses, not only you'll be getting a 200 and I think it was 280. Yeah, you're gonna get 285 veteran piece of item, 285, which is already upgraded. You're gonna get a random item 285, but you're also gonna get a box. That box, once you open this, you're gonna get crests beyond the cap. As you guys already seen, I have 230 crests stacked, and I haven't even hit the cap. Once I hit the cap, I'm gonna have in total 270, and that goes the same thing for my adventurer crest, which is 130. The champion crest can only go to like 120 so far, and I'll explain how I got beyond the cap. Just bear with me, okay? I'm trying to follow up my schedule here and my script. So that's why it's important to do them. Make sure to open the map every 45 minutes they spawn. The best way to do them is if you start them early. As you can see right now, the last curse is about to expire. The moment the timer is left, the new one is already coming out. So you want to be quick. You want to make sure in the first 5-10 minutes you find a group, or you look around the map and find it and kill it. If you're trying to do them the last couple of minutes, it's going to be much more difficult, and sometimes they might not appear, okay? So that's my advice. Open the event, look for the event every 45 minutes on average they appear. Those are the most important things to do inside the new zone and as soon as you log in. Now I'm gonna show you a lot of things to do that are much more cheesy if you guys want to increase your item level even beyond that. But these are not going to be 100% mandatory. What I just explained to you is something that I absolutely recommend everybody to do if you're trying to get the best out of the item level that you can get. Now, this part from now onward is only going to be for people that are actually want to min-max it. Oh, one more bonus thing I forgot to mention, and that's also quite important. You will not be doing any side quests. They are useless. The side quests are only for reputation, and the reputation in a new zone, which is called which is called the Zoo Jara Forces, is just useless. Mostly for professions and mounts and cosmetics. It will not give you any power. So don't worry about it. You don't have to do anything, you know, on a side. Oh, before I continue, a lot of people ask me, how do we unlock the Sparks? Sparks are completed by the weekly quest. I already told you guys the weekly quest at the beginning that you're gonna get are the ones that's gonna give you the spark. Okay, if you haven't gotten 2 sparks out of opening every single chest possible from these guys, you can also do the PvP quests. They are gonna give you a spark, but the cap to the spark is 2. You can get only 2 sparks this week unless there is currently a bug going out. I don't know if it's gonna get hotfixed. I don't know if it's bannable. I don't think it's bannable. But any new ults can get an extra spark. Okay? If you have a quest called the World Tour quest, if you complete that quest, you can get an extra spark. 3 sparks this week. Now, you cannot do anything with the extra spark, but it's still gonna help you craft a piece next week. Next reset, they can craft 2 items. You can only craft 1. It takes 2 sparks to craft 1 big item. I do not recommend you to craft any items yet. Wait until you find out what exactly you have to do and then do it. But when it comes down to Veteran, Crest, and Adventure, you can freely spend them. These are going to be useless at some point. I can explain how I gear myself if you like to, but you know, I have my own kind of schedule to follow. Okay, now for the min-max part. World events. Now, there are going to be several world events that you're going to be seeing around the map. And most importantly, as I already told you, the Curse World event is the first one that I just mentioned, but there are several more. For example, you're going to see a world event here in Eversong Woods, right here, if you remember it. That world event is also something that you can do. You're gonna get veteran piece of item loot, and also you're gonna get a box. That box, once you open it, you're gonna get 20 veteran crest beyond the cap. That's why I did it. So you get a box here of 20. You're gonna get this event here also 20. You're gonna do this Harandar event also 20 beyond the cap, and you're gonna do the Coil Island curses also 20 beyond the cap. Okay, so all those 4 events that I just mentioned are gonna give you veteran piece of item, a randomized plus 20 veteran crest beyond the cap, which is something that you want to do to get extra items and get even more item level at the end of the day. Okay, but that's again if you're really trying to min max. On top of this, you're gonna see special assignment quests. Those special assignments, I believe so far, there are only 2 in this zone. There are only 2. One is located in a new zone in the Coil Island, and one was located inside the Eversung Woods. It might be different depending on your region, but there should be either 2 or 3. Now, these special assignment quests are also going to give veteran piece of items, which are, once again, it might be useful, but the reason why you do them is because you'll be getting yourself once more crests beyond the cap, 20 beyond the cap. So if you complete all the 4 weekly activities, or sorry, all the 4 events, if you complete also the 2 special assignments, you should be getting by now 120 crest beyond the already induced cap that I just mentioned. Okay, so that's why you want to do them. This is a super big because it gives you pretty much 4 to 5 item level injection on top of what you already have, which once again is going to help you get you into keys faster. Next week is going to make you clear normal and heroic rate faster, and you might even do more damage, which once again it's all beneficial to you. It doesn't take that long. Praise, that is the next thing to do. You can do 2 praise for a random 279 item, which can be socketed, can be ring, necklace, anything with socket as well. There's a chance to drop a socket. It's pretty easy to do it. It takes 5-10 minutes in general for the praise. And you also get your weekly activities to be capped as well. Once again, if you guys didn't know, you have to fill the vote because the vote is going to be important. One more thing. Each quartermaster, if you remember from season 1, each quartermaster, there are currently 4 quartermasters. One here in the Fabres village, one in Zulaman, there's one in Volstorm that gave a trinket, and one also in Harandar that gives yourself, I believe, back or anything like that. I mean, I guess it depends. I guess it really depends on like which exactly you're doing. But each quartermaster has a quest that you did last season that also scales now. So it's 279 veteran piece of equipment, and you can upgrade that to 295. So if you are missing a necklace, a trinket, if you remember the Crucible trinket, you can also increase it to 295. If you're missing trinket, necklace, head, this is the head I got by the way, and a belt, you can you can go and do these quartermaster events, and you're gonna get free 295 item from them if you upgrade them. If you don't miss neither of them, you can skip the step. I guess it's mostly for people that don't have that much high level. So yeah. That's the bit min-maxi part that you can do to get more item level. Step number 3, vote. Why is it so important to do the vote this week? Now, if you haven't noticed, you can do vote by completing 8 M0 dungeons, which I haven't done so because I wanted to record a video. Once I complete those 4 M0 dungeons, I'm gonna get my weekly vote capped out. The same thing can happen for world activities. You can do delves, you can do world activity, as you can see, praise, whatever. This, as long as you have it capped, doesn't matter. You're capping this one because you want to make sure in a vote that's about to come, you can get the reroll item or tier set item or whatever you want. I mean, I guess it really depends on the spec that you're playing, but you can get a vote. You can have 6 choices which you can choose from. You can spam tier 8 delve if you like to pick up the tokens after that. It doesn't really matter, but that's important to fill the vote this week because the vote begins to matter. Fill the vote so you don't have to worry later. I'm gonna personally fill the vote on my main, and I'll speak about ults right now. Step number 4, and that's mostly for people that have ults. If you don't have ults, the video is already over for you. But if you do have ults, the campaign skip currently is possible only on the first chapter. Okay, only the first chapter you can skip. I'm going to show you right now how. Which again, it's super easy. Even if you skip the first chapter, you get access to the next zone. In the next zone, once you enter, you can do everything that your main can do. Which again, it's still beneficial. I don't know if the world quests, however, have been unlocked. I'm going to show you right now on stream how to skip it, and let's see if the World Quest will be unlocking only with one chapter. I don't think they will, but I don't know. Let's just find out. Choose my hunter. They unlock after you get to the new zone. I got you. Yeah, you might have to do some quests to begin with. That might be, you know, the way to unlock the World Quest. But as you can see, a fresh oath that I haven't really played as much. It's like I think 250 or whatever. So that should be fine. Yeah, as you can see, fresh one, haven't even touched it. It's currently 243. As soon as you log in, you're gonna get a quest. Accept that quest, and you gotta get to the middle. It's right this lady to the right in the middle. There we go. You speak to her, you deliver the quest, and then you have an option to skip it. As you can see right now, I'm 0 out of 6. You speak to her, boom, and that's it. That's the only skip available so far. I do not recommend you to do campaign on 4 out of 6 on your ult as well. There might be an option to skip the entire campaign once you complete the chapters the week after. Currently, the maximum chapters, once again, you are allowed to do is 4 out of 6. World quests are unlocked, by the way. Okay, even better. I think that's everything what you have to do during week 1, day 1. Again, I hope this video has been helpful to you. And once again, if you guys have any questions, pop me down below. I'm currently streaming, and yeah, hope this was helpful. Make sure to follow, and see you guys next time.